The California International Marathon, otherwise known as CIM, is next Sunday, one that will bring thousands of people to Northern California, and a lot has to be done before the first runner even hits the pavement. Joining us this morning is Ellen Moore, Executive Director of the Sacramento Running Association. Thank you so much for being here with us this morning. So let's first talk about the marathon route. Which areas are the best place for people, for spectators to come and view? Because I know that there's going to be a lot of road closures.
Yeah, you know, one of the great things about the California National Marathon is this is our 31st year, and it's been the same course for all 30 years, and will be again this year. So people in this community hopefully are aware of the event and, you know, understand that with a major race like this comes a little bit of inconvenience, but we definitely appreciate the support that we do receive from the community. But we'll be starting up in Folsom and making our way down to the Capitol, the 26.2 miles. So we'll have a rolling schedule of road closures starting at about 5:20 a.m. and then reopening at about 1:30.
Okay, Ellen, we have a map up right now. Can you tell me where some of the more scenic areas are? I mean, I know the race has been going on for years, but for people who don't really know, and talk about some of the different roads that will be impacted there.
Yeah, so I mean, great spots for viewing really are as you see there, just past the 5-mile mark, the 13-mile mark, and the 20-mile mark. Those are our relay locations, so people tend to gather around there. A couple other great spots are Old Fair Oaks. That just has a really good vibe and a lot of spectators. We've also got one of our partners, Caldwell Banker, will have the Blue Mile at just about the 20-mile mark at Drake Circle and Fair Oaks Boulevard. They'll be handing out these foam fingers for people to party at the wall. So that 20-mile mark for a marathoner is really a key spot in the race to power through those last 6 miles. So all the support we can receive there would be great.
You brought as well some other props with you.
Yeah, so we've got we have this thing at the expo called the Creation Station. So we encourage spectators, runners, whoever it is, to cheer on their family and friends. So make a sign. Through social media, get it out there. Our hashtag is RunCIM. So getting that out there, just to, as a runner and taking on a challenge of 26.2 miles,
big.
all that support, it's such a great celebration.
And then you've got the bib there and then a chip as well.
Yeah, so we've got, a few security measure changes this year that I can, touch on with regards to clear bags and what that's going to mean for runners. So
you've been around the country, I understand, lately, going to different marathons and seeing what they've been doing with their security details since the Boston Marathon bombings.
Yeah, and after what happened, obviously, in Boston in April, it was really, we took it as an opportunity for us as race organizers to evaluate our systems and processes and what we do. And I think the biggest takeaway for us was just the communication and making sure that we're communicating with runners what the plan is going to be. And so this year we've implemented a few changes. Some of that has to do with the process by which they pick up their packet at Expo and requiring an ID. We'll have a clear bag policy, so in order to have anything at the start, you're going to need it in a clear bag. So this is just an example of what runners are going to receive at the Expo.
Keeping people safe at CIM this year. Thank you. CIM takes place next Sunday starting at 7 in Folsom, finishes at the state capitol. A marathon run is taking place at the Capitol at 8. Now, before the race, there is a health and fitness expo Friday, December 6th from 12 to 7 and Saturday the 7th from 9 to 5 at the Sacramento Convention Center. Ellen Moore, Sacramento Running Association, thanks so much for being with us this morning.